Hey, Assalamualaikum. So, I'm going to share about emotional eating because that's what I've been doing last week, this week, since Monday, since Tuesday, because I I think my previous video I shared that I lost a friend to cancer. That was Monday night. I got the news. So I noticed that on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I couldn't control my sweet tooth cravings. And I know for a fact that's emotional hunger. That is not it's not my normal cravings from I know my hormonal cravings happen either during PMS or ovulation time, and that's all because of the hormone levels changing. But this past few days I've been craving, and I have been fulfilling those cravings. I have been craving for cupcakes, cakes, chocolates. Okay, chocolates not so much, surprisingly. um I was not craving for chocolates. I was craving for the other stuff which I usually don't have regularly. Like I don't indulge in cakes often because of the high calorie count. And so I noticed that why am I craving for these things that I usually don't really crave for, even during the hormonal phases. So okay, I've actually Googled emotional emotional eating and what causes someone to eat because of their emotions. Taram, there is a whole article on this. You can actually Google emotional eating. I even saw one of the Google searches prompted emotional eating disorder. So this is a real thing. People who don't face their emotions, the issues that cause them stress, maybe work, or a breakup, anything that causes emotional stress. Okay, you might have a problem that you are facing and nobody knows about it, and you don't have anyone to talk about it. You don't have an outlet. This emotional hunger is something like it's trying to fulfill that void, loss, or maybe it's something that is, I think, we try to create a temporary happiness because food does that. And it's different for each individual. You have people who like savory, salty food, and then there's the sweet tooth people. It's different. And people like me, it's more of the sweet tooth cravings. I know for a fact my friend, she likes those salty, savory. Like she can eat chips, crisps, those types of foods. And she's not a sweet tooth person. So this often happens more with women rather than men. Somehow, I think due to the emotional state, women being more emotional, I think it's something that is more common with women. Okay, and how to stop emotional eating. I think if there's something that is serious, like I know what triggered my emotional eating, and I think I've processed the sadness. I've processed my feelings about the sad news that I heard about on Monday night. So how would you deal with bigger issues? Like in Malaysia, we don't have that norm in society where it's something normal to go see a psychiatrist. And I know for a fact that some friends, they feel they deal with toxic family issues or just bigger issues. Not it's, I'm not saying that work stress is normal, but it is something that everyone faces, and it's just that the stress levels differ on the job scope, how people's job is different, how you cope with it, how you deal with it. That all depends on individuals. But what people need to understand is you have to be more compassionate and understanding with other people's situation. So if they say they are stressed and they're stress eating, don't just be dismissive and, oh, you're overreacting, you shouldn't. It's no, it's something that is psychological, emotional. It's very hard to process. And I'll give one example. Like if someone was being abused emotionally, physically, sexually, and they're ashamed to talk about it, they're keeping it all inside, and it's not being dealt with. And there's another coping mechanism that they're using. It could be emotional eating, or it could be some other way. So it's this topic is a heavy topic, I think, and something that is rarely talked about here in Malaysia. I think we always think that, oh, emotional eating is, like something so